Yo, what is going on, everybody? Sorry it's been a hot minute, but I came back and I got some spicy content for you guys today. Maybe not the spiciest, but some pretty mild stuff, nothing crazy. Got some 1v1 against my boy Joker again. Today we just decided to do a couple of 1v1s and see how it goes. It's been a while since he's been playing because he had lost his account and he finally got it back. I mean, I've been playing, nothing crazy, just been helping the clan out, go for bigger chests. We got a C5 just this last week. This reset we're going for either a C6, C7, so if you want to help with the grind, feel free to join the clan. Just make sure you can at least keep up with the mins. Alright, so this first game we decided to do a little NFE. Honestly, not gonna lie to you guys, it was my first time playing NFE. Not really a strategy that I play very much. Here we were showing off a little bit of the micro, just to show him we could do a little just as good as he can. Honestly, I'm not sure what he plays, if he plays PC or mobile, but his micro is really good as far as buying and selling those freaking farmers. I don't know how it is with anything else like Ace Micro or anything like that, but yeah. So today we do on this game we did a little NFE and he did some Dart Farm Ace. I would assume it's DFA. I don't know that I actually got to see the Ace in this game because as I mentioned before, I don't really play NFE. It's my first time, and the game didn't, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it didn't go very far. I did lose this first game, and basically I'm reviewing this video because I do want to learn from my mistakes. Basically, here he does a really good job of being a little aggressive with us. We probably should have upgraded our NG to the sentry guns, and either that or gone for a 2-1 ninja since earlier instead of getting the other NG. But we greeted it out. We ended up going for our plantation and got our ninja down. Here, luckily we were able to make enough money, and we finally got our 2-1 ninja, and that helped us to defend a little bit better. I think that's one of the huge benefits that NFE has, is that you can really be greedy with your farms and plantations. You can defend a lot early game with very minimal defense, which I really enjoy watching other people play NFE, and I hate playing against it by myself personally, because it is extremely good strategy, very toxic, and very, very hard to beat, just because it has so much capability to be able to get farm very well early, especially in free power-ups with super eco or like salted wounds or anything like that. You can definitely get a lot of extra eco and farms and outplay your opponent very, very easily. Here he sends a big yellow rush. We get up an extra NG with the 9-inch nails, just to be able to defend spike once, and we did pretty well. It wasn't too bad, and we sell our NG and then go for our plantation here shortly. Send him the hard ice just to show that we were being a little cocky. But it backfired because I had completely forgotten about leads. So here we're trying to keep up, but we weren't able to. We end up selling both the plantations we had, and we end up having a boost just to be able to get our balloon trap and be able to survive. Down to 4 lives, tragically, and down a boost. And yeah, basically that didn't go very well for us. I fake a balloon boost and in hopes that he would boost immediately, and sure enough, we didn't have to send too much, just a couple of zebras and he boosted. But here I over ecoed as well here, because I thought to myself, let me also go ahead and build up some of my eco to get some more farms down. And that's what I did, but that backfired on me because basically whenever I try to go for some more farms, he starts being aggressive with me again. And here I'm trying to sell my my sentries so that way they don't take away any money from our balloon trap, and we're trying to save up as much as we can. Our 2-1 ninja helps to clean up, but we had to basically boost just to survive that little rush, and that really sucked. So, and with only one plantation, we just were not doing good. Here I opted to go for a balloon rush, which honestly I wasn't thinking, and it was at the wrong time. I should have done it the next round when there was some more AI balloons. Round 17, horrible round to rush, but we did get a boost out of him. Here I decided to just all out because I didn't really see this going much further or better for me. So it was the best play I had at the moment, and it just didn't work out. And I go down to AI because I wasn't paying attention to my balloon trap. But yeah, anyways, not an NFE player myself. For those of you that can play NFE, drop down some tips in the comment section below. Any tips are highly appreciated. I do read all of your comments, and I do appreciate everything that you guys do for liking and commenting on the videos. So yeah, this next game, I wanted to try something a little bit different. Of course, we're gonna go with our Whizman, and I was gonna go for, or I went for chipper glue, just because I wanted to try something a little bit different. Usually I never used chipper. I think I've only ever used it once with someone I played against, and we went, I used it with ninja and bomb, and that worked out really nice. Definitely recommend playing that strategy. Here we just wanted to try something a little bit different with the Whizman, and it worked out really well. We were ecoing, trying to be a little bit aggressive early game because he's going DFA this time around, and he needed to get as much money from his farms as possible. With us ecoing, his dart monkeys are chasing very early, and he leaked down a lot, down to 84 lives, and that worked out really well for us. And we already have our lightning up. Here I wanted to layer a couple of pinks in there, but he had already gone for his second trip dart, and it didn't go too well for us with the pinks, so we just decided to go back to ecoing, which really that's the important thing you want to do. I mean, when you run an eco strategy, focus on your eco, focus on building up as much money as you can, because the more eco you have, since it's time based, every 6.5 seconds you're going to get the income that you've been building up. So focus on your eco. If you're gonna try to rush a little bit, only do a little bit at a time, because it's not gonna be worth it. You're just delaying your eco. Anyways, so here he gets up his plantation, round 6. He's got 2 trip darts, 1 spolt, and we're ecoing as much as we can with our green balloons. Here we're not really worried about defending too much, and he sent us blacks, space blacks, and we defend very easily, but we just want to go ahead and prevent leaking down too much, so we set down a second wizard. Go ahead and upgrade to the fireball and the intense magic, and that helps to clean up very well. It didn't hardly anything else got through. And yeah, just go right back to ecoing. We try to layer everything up a little bit, some reds, blues, greens, and yellows, and it worked out pretty good. We were able to send a good chunky layered rush, and he even had the red hot spike. And his farms aren't too bad, but for round 8, he should at least have a second plantation. But the fact that we were ecoing helps us to be a little bit aggressive against his strategy, and that helps out a long way. here he's sending us regen yellows, but we get up a second lightning, and that basically does nothing to us. Two lightning wizards will defend easily zebras, like space zebras. Anything that's grouped, will need more defense. Here I do opt in to go for a beefy layered rush, some regen leads, and obviously eco blooms behind it. And we go ahead and get ready for round 13 just in case. Get our camo defense up and set down a third wizard so that way we could quickly upgrade it in case of an all out and boost. And let's see, here I'm just kind of taking it easy, watching what he does. He goes down for a third farm and another dart monkey, and I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him, but I decided to go ahead and make him boost, but he didn't really boost until the very last minute here, and it actually cost him to choke on that game. He should have boosted as soon as he basically saw my bloom boost, but I did. I mean, you do have to be careful when you bloom tower boost, because you don't want to tower boost immediately and basically waste a boost if the opponent isn't sending anything, because then that's just a waste of a boost, and you could easily fall into a secondary rush. Here I decided to go for the same strategy again, just because we didn't really get to see its full potential, and he didn't even get to see my full strategy. He just saw my wizards. So here we go for the same thing. We want to anti-stall as much as we possibly can, because I thought here that he was going to go DFA again. DFA is basically his go-to strategy on this map, and I just wasn't or I was just positive that that's what he was going to go. But whenever he pulled out that ninja and started ecoing, I was genuinely surprised. It's just not, when I've played against Joker, he doesn't run anything else but DFA, so it really surprised me that he went ninja right off the bat. So we go ahead and get our lightning just to prevent him from being able to get any eco. Now this is obviously only hurting ourselves too, but in the early game he needs a lot more money from his eco than we do, because our wizard can pretty much hold us out until round 7. It'll defend all of round 7 into round 8. But if he starts sending us region whites, that's obviously when we need to get more defense. Him with ninja, he can only defend probably blues, continuous blues, but he starts to struggle here round 5, especially with those greens coming in with AI. He starts struggling, so he has to get down more defense, a second ninja, and he's got to upgrade it, and he uses a red hot spike, where he starts sending me pink balloons and we're defending it. I really didn't have to go for more defense. I could have just leaked, but of course we want to save as many lives as we can for the late game. Here I kind of, just send a little bit of space splacks and back to ecoing. But we have our fireball on our second wizard, and we're cleaning up just fine. We do leak a little bit, but it's not going to hurt us. It's boost only. Now, if it was free power-ups, I would be a little bit more worried, because, there's potential for salted wounds. But we didn't need it. So we're defending very easily. Round 7, like I said. And he pulled out the ace. I was genuinely surprised. I mean, at this point now I knew his strategy. Ninja ace sniper, and here he gives us a big beefy yellow rush, and we go ahead and boost just because we don't really need to be leaking too much, and that was a really big rush. So we go ahead and get our second lightning just to make sure we can defend anything here in the upcoming rounds, and we rush back with some more yellows. He gets his never miss, and at this point now he has his sniper, and I send him the leads just to make sure we test it out. And of course, sure enough, he's got his sniper. And we just keep ecoing. We keep sending yellows, and we're not really worried about him rushing us too much because he has to save money. He needs to be able to save enough money for his supply drops, and so the more aggressive we could be, the better it would be for us. Here we go ahead and get our camo defense on both our lightning wizards, and we go ahead and set down a third Ace Apprentice just to be safe in case of any all-out rush. And basically from there, we're just gonna wait a little bit, scope out what he was doing, and go from there. I did keep ecoing a little bit more just because I didn't really think that he would try to send us anything. But we, of course, obviously have to be very careful to ceramics. And here he starts rushing us with some eco, and I think he was just trying to make us think that he was going to keep ecoing and be kind of passive, which is basically what he does here. Again, he sends us some pinks, but I obviously knew it was round 15, so we had to be really careful. And in this next rush, he sends some more pinks, and I get rid of one of my apprentices, and I knew there was a ceramic in there, but I got my dragon's breath too late and wasn't able to get it. But we used our spikes to pop that ceramic layer, otherwise we would have had some fat leaks. We tossed him a well done just because that was a really well played out rush, and he did a good job on that. But now we had our dragon's breath, and we could be basically safe from anything, of course, but we do have to prepare for the Moab round, the 18. We put down our chipper, and of course he sends us the shock emote, just because he obviously knows that it's not a very common strategy to run chipper with a wizard. You don't really see people playing it. And we go ahead and opt in to get a ton of defense, because that is a lot of defense with chipper, getting the 4-0 chipper, or I can't remember if I got the 4-2, but either way, a lot of defense, very expensive. We almost spent probably about like 6 to 7 grand on just that one chipper. But it basically sets us up for the next couple of rounds, because it allows us to be able to be a little bit greedy with our ecoing. Here I was kind of surprised that he decided to go for his sniper supply drop, just because we were so close to round 20, and I didn't think that he would be going for that. But we were prepared, since he got it. We went ahead and got our 3-2 glue down, and just to be safe, because you never know, he could send a BFB, and if we pop it too quickly and we're not ready with enough defense, we would die to a BFB. Here we're struggling a little bit with AI, but we're handling. We're not doing too bad. We're ecoing as much as we can with yellows, just because ecoing with yellows does allow you to be able to save up some money at the same time. So I go ahead and sell that wizard at the end of the map, and we get a second dragon's breath just to be safe. We want to make sure that we're able to pop any BFB layers, and the chipper would pop the BFB, and the glue would help to keep things slowed down, obviously, and the wizards would help with cleanup on the regular balloons. So that worked out really good. Right now we're defending against AI, still struggling a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But we did want to go for some more defense just in case of any rush from him, and we go for a third dragon's breath basically. And it was a good thing that we did, because he did send us a BFB, but immediately our chipper sucks it in, and our glue immediately glues it down after that, and that just gets shredded, absolutely shredded immediately. Chipper breaks everything down, glue keeps it nice and slow, and wizards clean up easily. So just goes to show how powerful this strategy can be in the mid game. I'm sure it could go crazy late game too, probably into easily into the round 60s. And so definitely give it a try. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it before. Here I send him a BFB just to be a little bit aggressive, not let him get crazy with his farms, because that's the benefit with sniper. If you're able to get those farms, you can be as aggressive as you want with your opponent. Just go watch my very last video where I play against a person going passive super, and we went an aggressive sniper strategy, and it paid off. Being super aggressive, we were able to beat them in the late game, which is extremely hard to do against super. So go give that a watch if you haven't already. And all right, let's keep going. So right now, yeah, we're still building up more defense. Round 25, a very hard round to defend if you don't have enough defense. We had to get down another Dragon's Breath, and we're still ecoing through the AI right now. Right now we do have plenty of defense to defend AI, and yeah, we're just chilling. Obviously, I did want to be careful though, just because I mean, I know I had to build up my eco, but I knew at some point I had to stop ecoing, because you can over eco, and if you do that, you won't have enough defense later on to be able to defend an all out, which he could easily do with those snipers. Having those supply drops helps to be very, very aggressive. I can't remember exactly where we stopped, but at this point we just barely had enough eco to be able to infinitely eco. Of course, I did want to make sure that we were safe though, so I go for my balloon liquefier here, and that would help us basically shred it through everything that would be regular AI, because as soon as it pops those Moab layers, just look at it. It touches the balloons and it instantly evaporates them basically. So yeah, it was very good to go for that, and it basically gives us the ability to eco for a good little while, and not have to worry about getting up more defense. We're up to basically 3,300 eco, and we're doing really well defending all of the AI. He still isn't rushing us anymore, and it really wouldn't be worth it for him to rush us at this point in time, just because everything hasn't beefed up yet. After round 30, the Moab class balloons, they double in health points basically. So right now it wouldn't be worth it for him. Well, at this point now it would be, but before it wouldn't. Right now we're still easily defending all of AI. We decide to go for a little bit more defense and get a couple more dragon spreads up. So, and I am getting the lightning just because I know round 32 was coming, and you always want to be very, very careful with round 32. The lightning helps out a lot to clean up those extra balloons, and yeah, basically here we keep ecoing a little bit more, and I thought I'd have enough defense up, but as I come to find out here, this round 32, I definitely did not have enough defense, and they almost get through, and I had to boost. So that was kind of sketchy, and almost could have gone down there, but we didn't. We're still on boost, so we still defend everything easily. But at this point, now that we have our Tempest, we're able to defend everything on round 32, and we get a couple more Dragon Spreads, and we're doing all right. So we keep ecoing a little bit more, and at this point we hit 4,000 eco, which is really good. And I'm pretty sure at this point that's basically when I start thinking I need to stop ecoing soon. So I will stop here shortly and go for a little bit more defense. And he's doing a really good job on his side. He's farming very, very well with those sniper supply drops, and I figured that at some point soon he was going to rush us because he had a lot of money coming in. So and basically he also needed to get more defense up on his side, because once more Moab layered balloons come out, he's gonna start struggling with them. And actually at this point in time, he's really struggling with it. They're almost at the end there, and he had to sabo just to be able to get everything on the screen slowed down and popped, because he was about to go down to AI on that. And I think he realized that at this point, and I believe this is where he starts his rush. Now it wasn't an all out. Basically he just goes for one ZOMG, and he probably just wanted to test us out and see how we were gonna do. But we do pretty good. We don't go for any phoenixes. I much rather, we had plenty of dragon's breath, and I ended up deciding to go for more 4-2 chippers just to be safe, because as soon as we popped that ZOMG layer, the BFBs would come out, and with the chippers we would instantly suck them back in and pop those layers to break them down into regular Moabs. And with the 2-4 chipper, we're able to get that super vac ability, and we can micro it a little bit and we can just hold everything. So basically I felt pretty confident that we were going to be able to defend this. And here you can see we pop that ZOMG layer, breaks it down immediately into BFBs, and our chippers immediately get to work. And yeah, we were able to stall them out with the glue and the super vac ability, and we just micro it the second time. As soon as that starts wearing off, we go ahead and upgrade our third chipper and just stall it out one more time, and we clean up very, very easily. Here on his side, he starts struggling. He had plenty of defense, but not enough to be able to defend all of those BFBs breaking down into Moabs and ceramics, which unfortunately he choked on that one, but it was a good game. If he would have had a little bit more defense instead of rushing me, he probably could have defended that round and then started to be aggressive. But either way, it turned out to be a win for us, and it was GG's. Anyways, sorry again guys, it's been a while. I do appreciate you guys being patient and subscribing still, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try to put out a little bit more content in the upcoming weeks, and that's it. All right, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.